Namaste. So today we're going to do some deep soul connection. Our soul resides deep inside us, so you have your mind, you have your heart, and then right down here, the ancient energy connected to your root chakra is your soul. It's the part of you that maintains the same alignment for the whole of your time on this earth. And what we tend to do as humans is we tend to suppress it, ignore it, and especially cut off from it. So we tend to live up here, and maybe if we're lucky we connect to here, but we don't really connect down to here. So hip opening and deep breathing brings us down into our soul, which ultimately connects us to that truest energy of all. So that's what we're going to do today. So first of all, we need to connect simply and purely with our bodies and with our breath. So find yourself into a comfortable position. It doesn't have to be cross-legged. If you are tight in your hips, cross-legged is going to be not very fun for you. So pop a block underneath you, or a blanket, or a rolled up hoodie, or kneel, sit with your legs out straight. Find some sort of comfort, because you don't want the external barriers to drawing your focus inwards as being discomfort in the most basic start of the practice, which is our breath. So find yourself into that comfortable position, and then just draw in the focus. So just either drop the gaze just down in front of you, or if you feel comfortable enough, then just close your eyes. Maybe place one hand on your heart and one hand on your tummy, so you really feel a visceral connection there. And if again that feels too barriered, too blocked, then pop your hands in your laps with your palms facing up. And then as we just draw our focus in, we're just going to allow ourselves this moment to feel into this space. So just allowing ourselves to arrive fully. It's really easy to be somewhere but actually not be 100% present. So just going to feel into the gentle air swishing around us. And feel into the noise of the external world and all of those different layers of noises that we normally block out. We're just going to become aware of to really bring us into this present moment. I'm going to feel into how we're sitting and how our body connects to the earth. The weights that's distributed over all of those points of connection to your mat. You're just going to feel those areas soften a little, maybe even melt as you let go of those edges. Feeling into your shoulders and just allowing them to drop a little, feeling the shoulder blades slide down the back of the body. And bringing the focus to the forehead and allow it to soften. Allow the muscles around the eyes to gently relax. And just let the teeth part slightly so that tension that we easily hold in our jaw just ebbs away. And then bringing our focus to our breath. Feel how its journey moves through you. Feel maybe how it moves your hands. And then slowly with each round of breath, start to draw it deeper inside you. So as you inhale, you will feel your belly drawing out as that breath drops into your deepest areas. And then as you exhale, feel the belly draw back towards the spine and the chest release. Keep following that breath in and out. And notice how it feels to consciously breathe a little deeper, a little slower. to trickle from you, releasing every last bit of air before you take that next inhale. Slowly bringing the palms of your hands together at heart center. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, sigh the breath from your mouth. As you arrive fully in this moment, maybe dedicate this practice to your deepest journeys. To the reconnection of your mind, your heart, and your soul. To discovering your own inner light. As you inhale, draw the prayer up above your head. Feel those fingers rise towards the sky as that energy rises from your deep core all the way up to those fingertips, lifting that prayer up towards the universe. And as you exhale, slowly take those hands out to the side. Feel the shoulders drop down behind your back and just give yourself a wriggle as you sway that body, releasing any tension in that upper spine. Placing your hands down onto your side, onto your knees, and just gently allow that sway to increase. As you start to let go of that kind of holding pattern, that rigidness that we have within our bodies, and you start to really feel into this smooth, fluid movement. As you breathe, keep sending that breath down into your soul, into the deepest parts of you. Feel your shoulders drop and maybe even release the head. This practice is about your own exploration. Keep your eyes closed if it feels good to go inwards. And don't let yourself worry about what you're doing or what you look like or whether you're doing it right. There's no such thing as right in yoga. It's all about your own feel and what feels good for you. As those sways get bigger, start to take the body round in a circular motion as you start to awaken those deepest areas of our body. Half a circle as an inhale and half a circle as an exhale as you feel that connection of the hips rolling around on the earth, and you feel that energy rising from within you, tracking it up through the spine and starting to awaken every part of your body as you release into the flames of the breath. Feel that breath roll deeply through you. Feel your body open and expanding at all times. And then as you next inhale, take those circles back in the other direction. Notice how the shoulders let go. Feel into the head, feel into that upper spine too, as that full release of energy starts to draw through from the root chakra, the deep connecting energy of the earth and up through your spine. And then as you draw yourself all the way up this time, feel your fingers reach high and lift your heart. If it feels good in your neck, feel your head drop back. Keep the rocking and rolling motion of your breath as you really feel that pure fluid energy flowing through you, cleansing you with each breath. And as you exhale, place your left hand down by your side and feel that right arm reach across your ear. Feel that length on the inhale, draw the right arm back, feel that heart open, expanding, and as you exhale, surrender yourself to the earth. Inhale, draws up, feel that body coming to life. Exhale, releasing down. As you inhale, draw yourself through center, reaching, opening, expanding, feel into every part of you, and as you exhale, take that lean over to the right. Inhale, draw that heart, expand it, open it, feel that energy spread through your body, and as you exhale, surrender yourself to the earth. Inhale, growing, opening, expanding, feel her earth Energy move through your soul awakening. Exhale, release. As you inhale, draw yourself all the way back up. Feel the body lift. And as you exhale, place the palms of the hands to the earth and roll over the tops of the legs as you find yourself into your hands and knees. Give yourself a little rock from side to side here as you sway and start to really release the wildness of your body. There's no rules or regulations here, just moving, rocking and rolling with what feels good, and feel how your body connects to the earth, how the palms of the hands draw down as the earth pushes up. As you inhale, draw the right foot towards the sky, feel the toes reach high as you open through that right hip, and as you exhale, wrap that right knee out to the side and in. Inhale, drawing up, feel the energy rise through. Exhale, opening out, breathing in. As you draw that foot up, feel that heart open, crown of the head draws through, breathing deeply here and maybe floating that left hand forwards. That may not be there for you today. If it is, you might be able to find that left hand takes hold of the right foot and you draw that energy into the toes. Send your breath deep into the belly here. Feel that root area opening a little more. And as you exhale, place that left hand to the earth. Place your right foot down behind you. And as you inhale, open that heart. Feel the pelvis, the pubic bone draw forwards as you find a little space. Rock out your shoulders, draw the right arm across your right ear as you explore that right side of the body a little more. And then slowly, with balance and ease, draw that right foot through. Stay a little balanced, bring the right knee forwards, and then think about placing the right foot to the right side of the mat at the front. Place your right hand down to the inside and find yourself into that lizard position. Slide that left knee back until you start to really feel those hips start to ignite and open, and you can sense into them. And again here, move, rock, roll, wriggle. Try not to be too static as you start to awaken that area, as you start to tune into those deep areas of the hips that we so often suppress, ignore, and where our baggage is easily carried. Feel how when you move into your hips, your tension rises and rocks out. Feel where that depth is, and then as you inhale, draw the right arm up to the sky. Feel the heart open, drawing that energy all the way from the pubic bone up through the front body and out through the crown of the head as you expand, deepening your breaths. And for some, you'll be able to bend that left knee and draw the left foot towards you, taking hold of it with your right hand to delve even deeper into the hips. You might find that that right knee can drop away and expand even further, but be curious with it. Where do you find your deepest edge? Never pushing past the breath. Keep the breath deep into the belly, finding that space. And then on your next inhale, draw the right arm back up towards the sky, and as you exhale, lower the body down. You might find that you can rest your elbows onto the earth. If you can't and you have a block nearby or a book, pop your elbows onto a book. If it feels good here and you feel you can go deeper, creep that right foot forwards until you feel a little extra edge into those hips. And some of you will be able to swoop that right hand traveling back and outside of the right foot as you delve even further. Rock here a little, wriggle out those shoulders, notice where the breath stops and really consciously focus it deep into the pelvis. Maybe some deep exhales through the mouth as you start to shed those long held layers. Connecting in. Notice as you stay there a little longer, can you release a little further? And don't worry if that's not there for you today. This is about you exploring who you are right now. As you next inhale, draw your hands back to the earth. Feel the palms of the hands root down as you feel that connection draw through the whole of your body. Tuck your back toes under, lift that back knee up, and as you next inhale, float that left foot to the front of the mat and land yourself into a squat position. Have a rock, a swing and a sway here as you feel that root chakra, your pubic bone and seat bones drawing towards the earth like a magnet. If you feel that the palms of the hands need to stay connected, listen to your body and do so. If you can place your heels down, find that point where you can sink deeply into it, and maybe you'll feel that you can release your hands. As you feel yourself release your hands, bring them to prayer, bring them through to heart center, and use your elbows to draw those knees away. Feel this deep soul opening as you start to crack open the shell that surrounds it. Feel the heart draw forwards, the breath channeling all the way through, that pelvis, that root chakra drawing down. Feel the soles of the feet root in, wriggle the toes as you become aware of every part of your body, and you don't shy away from those senses, that intensity that may be building for you, and don't worry if it's not. Deep exhales as you find your space, as you find your opening. And then slowly bringing the prayer out, lowering your bottom down. Now for some of you, you might need to pop your hands down for a balance. For others, you'll be able to sit down. Pop your hands around the outsides of your feet and gently bring your feet up. Now you might start with the soles of your feet together, knees away, and just finding that point of balance. You're looking for your seat bones to root into the earth, and I kind of have a tendency to drop my spine, and that's me escaping from some of my hip flexors. So see if you can bring your heart through and you can feel yourself lift a little. And then from here, start to take those legs a little wider. Now you might stop here, you might have even stopped already, or you might find you can draw those legs out, but still feel that heart lifting and send your breath deeply, deeply into the belly and even down into the pelvic, so you can really feel that pelvic bowl awaken and come back to life. And then as you exhale, drawing slowly the soles of the feet back together, placing the outsides of the feet on the earth, and feel yourself just rock into this bound angle pose. Allow the soles of the feet to peel away from one another as those knees drop. Again, this can like some people, and you might find this is where you are. That's absolutely fine. Just see if you can soften your neck, soften your shoulders, and feel your breath heading down into your pelvis. Wherever you get to, find yourself rock into it, roll into it, wriggle into it. You might find that you reach those hands out and rock those shoulders. Notice as you delve into this where your tension shifts to. Keep sending your breath into your pelvis. Feel that space. Nice, deep inhales, expanding, exploring. Notice whatever comes up. As you inhale, gently draw yourself back to center. Feel yourself come through in, soles of the feet down. Take those legs a little wider and take them into a wide leg posture. Again, have a rock here. Feel, really connect with the pubic bone and how it draws down. It's really easy for us to kind of sit back here on our seat bones. I want you to bring this area alive and notice if there's blocks there. For years there was a lot of blocks there for me to connect with that. So just send loving kindness to that area and start to feel those subtle energies move. Just little rocks and wriggles can help us connect a little more. And then as we exhale, gently start to take ourselves forwards. Now for some of you, you might stop about here, and this is where the body screams, and that's where you're going to close your eyes, you're going to breathe, and you're going to soften. Work yourself into it and only take yourself further as and when. And this is me, this is where I am, and I'm happy with that. I can't pancake yet. I know that I've got some deep hip work to go until I find that space, but that's fine. Learn to love where you are and explore that sensation of what it's like to be there fully. Send your breath into it, send your heart into it, send your love there. And then as you inhale, gently draw yourself all the way back out, bringing the knees back in. Place the soles of the feet down, ready for your squat position. Pop your hands down behind you and lift yourself into that squat once more. Give yourself a little wriggle. Place the palms of the hands to the earth and float that right leg back. So you're landing in lizard on this side, lowering the right knee. And like we did on the other side, give yourself some rocks, some rolls, some wriggles. Rock out your shoulders, feel into it. As you inhale, drawing that left arm up to the sky, as you open through your heart, feel the extent and drawing through of the pelvis. Allow the knee to draw away, and then maybe draw that right foot towards you as you expand even further. Move, swing, sway, but make sure you're constantly working into rather than pulling away. It's a way of igniting rather than numbing. Send your breath deep into that pelvis, and as you inhale, drawing the left arm up, and as you exhale, lower yourself to your elbows, to a block, or just bend your elbows. Maybe you'll swoop that left hand around the outside of the left foot, and then slither that right leg back, left foot forwards to delve even deeper. Notice if you're grabbing in your shoulders, softening through the back of the neck and the head as you keep focusing that breath deep into the pelvis, connecting with those lower layers. As if you're a woman doing this practice, and even with men, we can hold a lot of trauma and tension in our pelvis, and that's why a lot of people's pelvises are pretty tight. Don't read into too much, but all of this is this just means that you have to give yourself love and patience, and when you're dealing with the intensity of it, allow it to flow through. As you inhale, gently and slowly rise yourself back to your hands, exploring, opening, feel that heart pull forwards for a moment, and then drawing that left foot back up towards the sky, feel the toes rising high. As you exhale, slowly place the left foot down behind you. Inhale, reaching that left arm up as you feel that chest expand, heart opening. Draw that left arm across your left ear. Feel your breath into your heart. And then slowly place the left hand down towards the mat. Draw the left knee underneath you as you feel that back rise towards the sky. As you inhale, lift the left foot up to the sky, twist that knee out, and as you exhale, draw back in. Inhale, rising up, exhale, out, draw back in. One more deep inhale, feel the toes lift, feel yourself even out your balance into your palms of your hands, and then maybe float the right hand forwards as you feel that core kick in. For some of you, you'll be able to draw that left foot towards your right hand back, and start to play into it. Breathe into that balance, expand, but notice where the breath stops. And then as you exhale, place the right hand down, place the left knee down, and as you inhale, roll over the tops of your feet and draw your hips back to find yourself in downward facing dog. Now for any of you that are this may be too strong a posture for you, don't worry. Just find yourself onto your hands and knees and give yourself a little rock there. And as we inhale, rolling ourselves forwards to a plank pose, give yourself a little shimmy, a shake, a shuffle as you do so. As you exhale, lower your knees if you need to, lower to chaturanga or the earth, and as you inhale, roll through, find yourself in your cobra, your up dog, feel that heart open, and as you inhale, drawing those hips back, feel yourself back into that downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reach your right foot up to the sky. Feel that opening of the hips. And as you exhale, draw the right knee in and underneath you. Place the right knee down behind your right wrist, right ankle behind your left as you head into pigeon. And feel yourself slide back deep into the pelvis. Feel the crown of the head lift up, shoulders draw back, and find your space. So for some, you're going to be kind of like up here, hips screaming. And that's fine. If you've got a block nearby, maybe pop it underneath your right buttock as you feel yourself. What you want to try to avoid is this, where you're kicking out. You want to really feel the rooting down, the levelness through, and then slowly work your hands back until you feel that heart open too. Maybe even dropping your head. Breathe into the pelvis, the pubic bone. Feel the rooting down. Notice how that sets within you. If it's there for you, you might feel that you can reach those arms and open your heart fully to the universe, to the sky, to the spirit above. Take that prayer, whatever's going through you, surrender it to the earth. Either rest on your elbows, reach those arms out in front of you, whatever feels good for you. And as you inhale, gently place the hands underneath your shoulders. Feel the crown of the head rise up, tuck those left toes under, draw that right foot up towards the sky as you rock out your hips, wriggle it out, and then slowly place the right foot down to the earth. Feel yourself returning into your downward facing dog, or hands and knees if you need to. Give yourself a little swagger and a sway from left to right. As you inhale, draw your left foot up towards the sky, feel your heart open, feel the hips draw out, and then slowly draw the left knee underneath, replacing it. Pigeon on this side, left knee behind left wrist, left ankle behind right. Slide yourself in, surrendering your pelvis to the earth. Notice your evenness, pop a block underneath that left hip if you need to. Rock out your shoulders and start to walk those hands back as you breathe. Feel that connection, that deep soul connection with your body. And then if it's there for you, raise those hands towards the sky. Take that prayer, take that deep surrender to your journey, to your practice, to your healing, to your light, and allow yourself to fully lay it out bare onto the earth. Breathe here. Sigh it out if it feels good to. And as you inhale, gently walk those hands back underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, draw the left foot up towards the sky, feel the body open, and as you exhale, place the left foot down to the earth. Lower your knees slowly, like you're placing them perfectly on to the earth in a gentle way. And as you inhale, rise your hands up as you lift to a high prayer. As you exhale, either place your hands to your lower back or to your heels as you find yourself into your version of camel. Drop your head back, feel your pubic bone draw open, and breathe here. As you totally open yourself to the journey that's going to unfold with your soul connection. And listen to what your soul has to say. As you inhale, draw yourself all the way back through. Place your hands back down to the earth. Kick your feet out to the side. Lower your hips down as you sit down. And then slowly slide your bottom into the centre of the mat. Place the soles of the feet down as you inhale. Feel your heart pull forwards. Feel your pubic bone, your seat bones root down. And as you exhale, surrender yourself to the earth. Drawing those shoulders underneath you, walk those feet back towards your hips as you feel them come hip width apart. And you have a choice here. You can either rise and fall into a bridge briefly as you open one last time, or you can pop your hands either side of your ears and lift to a full wheel. Deep breath here, and as you exhale gently, release yourself to the earth. Draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a little rock from side to side. Let your arms drop out to the side and gently take your hips over to the left. Feel your right shoulder plug in, feel your breath deep in your body and your heart expand. Slowing that breath. As you inhale, draw the knees through centre. Allow them to drop to the right as we bring out the spine on the other side. And as you inhale, come back. As you exhale, place the soles of the feet together, knees fall out apart. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Feel that prana, that tingling sensation, that life force that connects you deep with every living thing on this earth, and the freedom and energy that you've created and released within yourself. Feel it flow into every cell of your being. as you breathe. Each inhale draws the breath so deep that the belly rises, but you can feel that connection with your root chakra, with your pelvis, with your hips, and each exhale sheds all that no longer serves you. Take one more deep breath there. Obviously, if you want to stay here, stay here. This is your practice. If you want to chill out in Shavasana for the next 15 minutes and feel that deep soul connection and listen to what your soul yearns and wants, then feel free. If it's time to get moving, then gently and slowly bring yourself up to a seated position. Bring our hands through to heart center and take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. As we go into the rest of this day, may our hearts stay open and free. May our souls allow all that is arriving to come safely and full of love, and may our mouths be used as vehicles of truth, integrity and peace. May our creations travel, our new projects be ignited, and our deepest prayers, our soul-singing yearnings be heard. May we connect with ourselves and feel brave enough to walk our path, letting go of the fear and drawing in love, trusting in this ancient connection that's within each and every one of us to the earth and to the lifetimes we've lived before. In sharing this journey, in sharing this practice, in sharing our breath, in sharing the earth, we are one. Have a wild, beautiful, soul-filled day. Namaste.